I want to take you back to July 1st, 2021. I was 71 years old. Julie and I were living on the Oregon coast in the dream retirement home we had worked so hard to create. It was the middle of the day. My granddaughter and I were outside transplanting raspberry plants, walking in and out of the garage for tools. We had no idea that on the workbench, lithium power tool batteries were charging and failing. In a matter of moments, everything changed. We stood there and watched our home and all our possessions turn into ashes. It was devastating. It is a hard thing to comprehend when your life's work disappears in front of your eyes. But standing there, we quickly realized something important. These were only material things. We were so blessed. Nobody died, nobody was hurt. I learned in that moment that this life is fragile. It is not in our control, and it is temporary. The timing, however, tested us. This happened right during the COVID shutdowns. We were left with a huge pile of rubble, and when I tried to find help, I hit a wall. I contacted every contractor within a 100-mile radius, and nobody was available. We were underinsured, and building costs were skyrocketing. We had to use our retirement savings just to survive. So I decided I had to do it myself. I looked for equipment to rent or buy, but even that was scarce. For 6 months, I worked 7 days a week doing the teardown and debris removal. It took another year and a half to rebuild. And I was doing all of this while battling health issues from COVID, dizziness, fatigue, and terrible brain fog. But this is where the story changes. This is where I learned that God is with us. Miracles started happening. Our community showed up with clothing, food, and places to stay. Strangers gave me information on where to find an excavator and a dump trailer that fit our budget perfectly. We found a contractor willing to work with us if we managed the project. My wife, Julie, was incredible. She set up an account at a supply company in Coos Bay and managed the impossible task of finding lumber during the shortage. In me, I prayed. I prayed to God to bless me with a strong body and a clear mind despite my health struggles. And He answered. He gave me the strength to do the hard work. This fire was devastating for Julie and me, but in reality, it turned out to be an amazing blessing. I was humbled by losing everything. I learned I couldn't rely on myself anymore. I started reading the Bible. I told the Lord every day that I needed Him and that He was in charge, not me. God truly created beauty from ashes. Now, 4 years later, I love the Lord so much. I have been born again, and I know that I am part of God's eternal family. He showed me that Jesus is the way, and that while houses may burn, His love is eternal. I appreciate you allowing me to open my heart to you. If you are currently facing a difficult season, please know that God is with you, just as He was with me through my darkest moments. He is waiting to hear from you. Speak to Him and tell Him you need Him. He loves you.